Let's make beef Wellington. This is one of the hardest things to make, and yet someone commented it, so I have to make it. That's really good. We're doing the rigged version because regularly it's $100 for a cut of meat, so we're just gonna combine 3 cuts of beef. And we're gonna combine them with toothpicks. So now we're just gonna put them in there so that it stays together. With only olive oil, we just want to sear our steak. So we don't want to cook it at all, we just want to make the outsides a little bit brown. Now we season our meat with both salt and pepper, mostly everywhere. So this is the tricky part, we just got to sear it for about 1 minute on each side. Now after we've done all of our sides, we take it out, and that's what it should look like. So now we put in our mushrooms to make the filling. For the Wellington. Garlic. And now we blend. Now into a hot, dry pan because of all that moisture from the mushrooms. And it should start sizzling right away. So on saran wrap, you want to place down your ham, and you want to layer it like this. And you really want to layer it because if you don't, then it'll fall apart whenever it is in the puff pastry. And now we're going to take our mushrooms and garlic, and we're just going to spread it on here. Okay, so this is the part that I'm most worried about, and it's wrapping it. So you want to wrap it tightly. Now that we have it all wrapped up in saran wrap, you want to throw it into the fridge for 15 minutes to let it rest. Okay, so now that it chilled in the fridge to harden up for 15 minutes, we're now going to place our thing on some puff pastry because that'll give it the nice golden crust that everyone knows a beef Wellington by. And then there's some extra stuff right here, so we can just tear or cut it off. And then we wrap it in saran wrap like last time, and the tighter it is, then the more evenly it'll cook. So just keep that in mind. Give it that nice golden brown look when it gets out of the oven. I'll paint it with egg yolks. Okay. And then to give it a nice texture when it's out of the oven, use the back of a butter knife. And then create a design. And it can be whatever one you want. And you can get creative with it too. Yeah, beef Wellington. Woo!
That's so good.
Don't actually use this temperature because whenever I did, it became a little bit mushy. So you want to set it to like 400 for 15 minutes. Now that it's done, I make it a little bit higher than what I told you. So after it's done, I added a couple more minutes to it. It should look nice and golden brown. And now you just want to let that sit so that all the juices can soak back into the meat. Okay, this looks very good with a beautiful crust. Now let's see what it looks like.
Is it good?
Look at that perfect medium rare.